The questions come up on Facebook or at a dinner party or something. Someone said, "Oh, what was the first concert you've ever been to?" And when I say Thin Lizzy 1978, they just go, "Wow, okay, can't beat that one."
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
I've got T-shirts, most of their albums. I've got vinyl, CDs. So yeah, I've become a lifelong fan after that day.
This was the second Sydney Opera House free concert in 1978 that 2SM put on, and it was the Rocktober concert. I was a massive, active listener of 2SM through my little mono transistor radio, you know? It was like my audio Bible.
I knew the concert that 2SM was coming up because I heard the advertisements on the radio. The Sports and John English, who played that day, they were a big part of the music on that station. You know, those guys are Australian icons.
The scene was unreal back in the 70s. I've known John since 1969 and we were in bands together. And it was around 1978 that we did the music for the Against the Wind series. Against the Wind became a hit. And then I was invited to play in Baxter Fun, John's backing band. And we toured right around the country. And one of the main shows we did was in fact here at the Opera House with Thin Lizzy.
All my other high school buddies would know my best girlfriend, Robin, and I would meet early in the morning, save as much space as we could. I was close. So it was like, who can hoist me up on their shoulders so I can see?
I actually grew up in the Rocks. That day, I could hear the roadies sound checking, and you could hear it across the harbour. So when my cousin showed up, we decided to check it out. I was 12, nearly 13, and my cousin was 14, and we hung around all day.
Oh, it was just amazing. It was just amazing. We did Newcastle, but we were on the back of a truck. It was a crowd, but it wasn't anywhere near the size of the crowd here in Sydney. It was massive. It's probably the biggest crowd I've ever played to.
The smoke bombs come out and the crowds just surge forward. I've never seen anything like that. I just was glued.
I mean, it's just unreal. Look at that sea of people. Yeah, I thought these guys are pretty out there, especially the front guy, the singer.
Phil Lynott, the lead singer, was the most charismatic, Jim Morrison-esque sex god kind of figure. So the crowd went crazy, yeah.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
If you create an event in an iconic location, the imagery is going to affect people as much as the music. Yeah, it's spectacular. It's spectacular.
Seeing that concert that day, it really gave me a spark that gave me a passion later to pursue being a musician. And my boys are in bands now. It was just one of those shows that will live forever in Australian history.
It was just such a great feeling to be involved with Rocktober 1978. Amazing, amazing days.
I keep a lot of things and I keep my memories, and I'm just very grateful I was one of those 100,000 people there on that day at the Opera House.